Ariana Grande admits she's living in hell while she's on tour, while her ex Pete Davidson admitted that he's also struggling a bit during his appearance on The Tonight Show.
I'm lonely.
Plus, fans were furious to find out that Ariana was paid twice as much as Beyonce for headlining Coachella. However, I'm here to tell you that's not exactly the case. We're talking the latest Ariana news you need to know right now, so stay tuned. How's it going, guys? I'm Madison Hill. We have a lot of Ariana Grande news to discuss, but first make sure to click that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. That way you always know what's happening with whoever you consider queen. Alright, before we get to Ariana and that deleted tweet, let's first discuss this Coachella debacle because it's a big topic of discussion for Arianators and the Hive. So as I reported to you all earlier this week, Ariana is reportedly making $8 million for her Coachella performance. This is much more than any other performers are making for the weekends, which honestly makes it that much more disappointing that her set suffered so many technical difficulties. Most notably when she brought Nicki Minaj out on stage to sing Bang Bang. These problems persisted when Ari brought out P. Diddy and Mace. However, while she brought out NSYNC, the mics worked just fine.
It's tearing up my heart when I'm with you.
Honestly, I feel like if you're paying anyone that much money, you should make sure all mics, speakers, lights, and whatever else is needed is working to its full capacity. But clearly, Coachella dropped the ball and Ari still gets the $8 million regardless. Now, when it was first revealed that Ariana made this much, no one really said too much. Then Beyonce went ahead and gave us all the surprise of a lifetime this week when she dropped her documentary Homecoming that captured all of the extreme prep she went through to get her performance as the first Black woman to headline ready. After this, it was remembered by fans that Beyonce was only paid $4 million for the event, making half of what Ari did, and let's just say they were not pleased. Saying things like, "It's so irritating to know Ariana Grande got paid $8 million to be at Coachella and Beyonce only got $4 million. LOL, to think Ariana Grande is even remotely on the same tier as Beyonce is laughable. And Ariana Grande is not a performer. She can sing, but she cannot entertain. Also, that entire set was a disaster. Beychella is the best thing to happen to Coachella, and it will never happen again, unless Beyonce performs again. Goodbye and good night." Followed by this person who said, "Beyonce, sweetie, I'm so sorry." When you initially hear there was that great of a disparity between the two ladies, I'll admit it's incredibly frustrating. However, those numbers aren't exactly accurate. In a new report from The Blast, we've learned that Beyonce and Ariana's contracts were in fact set up the exact same way with the exact same payout. Both women each made $4 million for each weekend of Coachella, totaling $8 million again for both ladies. When the Ariana news was reported, it was not specified that the $8 million was total for both weekends, which is why the outrage most likely started. It's also worth pointing out that while they both did make the same amount from the music festival, Beyonce will continue to make money off of her performance with this documentary and the live album she released of it. Personally, I love both ladies and think their performances were amazing in different ways, but I know both sets of fans will probably feel differently. Now, staying on topic of Ariana, let's get into that problematic tweet she recently posted and then deleted. In response to a fan, Ariana reflected on her current tour and had some honestly heartbreaking things to say about it. She wrote, "Making it is healing. Performing it is like reliving it all over again, and it is hell." We know Ariana has had her fair share of difficulties this past year. There was the Manchester bombing, Mac Miller passing away, and her broken engagement with Pete Davidson. However, this tweet, in my opinion, is incredibly worrisome, especially when you pair it with her Instagram story last week where she showed her brain scans, revealing that she suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder. Honestly, although I know Ari has a lot going on career-wise, I hope she finds time to slow down a little and take some time for herself, because it sounds like the girl needs it. While Ari needs alone time, her ex Pete Davidson went on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon and admitted that he's having too much of that. While he was discussing his love for a new video game, he accidentally admitted that he's so lonely, he's resorting to some weird attractions.
Also, he has like a hot daughter, which is like weird because like I'm lonely and she's like not real.
When Pete wasn't talking about video games, he was talking about how he lives with his mom. He says they actually bought a house together and that he lives in the basement, which is supposedly like an apartment. But Pete says he's trying to make it cool.
Like I'm getting like a little arcade set up down there, trying to make it a little mine.
Pete went on to say that in an effort to make this place sound cool, he's not calling it a man cave, but instead the basement, which I'm not sure if that helps or not. That's something I'm just gonna leave up to you all. I wanna hear all your thoughts here. What was your reaction to Pete admitting he's lonely and lives with his mom? Plus, tell me your thoughts on Ariana saying she's living in hell. While you're at it, don't forget to tell me what you think about her and the Beyonce pay debacle. Just let it all out down below. For more on Ariana and her relationship status with Big Sean, check out our recent video, and for more celeb news, subscribe to Hollyscoop now.